The National Defense Authorization Act is officially conferenced and heading to the floors of both the House and the Senate this week. It should read more like the National Military Industrial Complex Authorization Act, as you'll soon see, but that doesn't really have the same ring to it. This is a 3,000-page bill, and there was a handy-dandy summary put out by the GOP, but I'm trying to spare you because most of it reads like an anti-DEI, anti-immigrant, anti-woke screed. So hopefully my summary will be a little more to your taste. Let's get into it. So let's start with a few things that are not in the NDAA. First, no AI preemption, which is a win. That doesn't mean that Republicans won't try to add it into other bills or as a standalone measure, but for now, we're done with that. Also, no reductions of force in Europe. This is something Trump's been banging the drum on all year long, and this is the GOP's first real rebuttal against that measure. We are not going to be reducing force in Europe. Also, nothing about housing. There was some talk about putting either the Senate Road to Housing package or some other housing package attached to the NDAA in the interest of affordability talks, but the GOP has backed away from that one because they can't agree on it, because they can't agree on how best to fleece the American people of their own tax dollars. Now let's get into top lines. In FY25, we had a total defense budget, including military construction and all that, of $848.3 billion enacted. The president asked for a total of $961.6 billion in defense spending. The Senate/House have conferenced at $900.6 billion, so pretty much right in the middle. It's important to note that about 66% of this bill is going to the military industrial complex. That was a big part of the GOP summary that I mentioned earlier, of making sure we revitalize the industrial complex because it's been so anemic in years past. So this includes $162 billion for procurement, $146 billion for R&D, and $291 billion for operations. Operations probably includes some direct spending by DoD, but a lot of it will be subcontracted out. So this is where your Palantirs and Andurils and Raytheons and all of those contractors really start playing. The other 33% is what's actually going to our troops. So $234 billion in troop pay, benefits, TRICARE, that kind of thing. This does include a 3.8% pay bump for service personnel. This $20 billion for military construction has already been appropriated. That was done in the Military Construction/Veterans Affairs Appropriations Bill, which was passed with the end of the shutdown. More to come on whether they will try to attach anything like housing or other affordability issues on the actual floors, but the bill itself is probably sealed up. I'll keep you updated, so stay tuned.